Hey guys, King Sports Athlete Curtis here to give you a little rundown and review on a product I'm using at the moment from GAT. It's called JetFuse. Um, the GAT brand's been getting a lot of exposure in our country at the moment, purely because it's doing so well in the States. So this is a brand that has just kind of hit the market, and it's hit the ground running. So the first thing that I wanted to do when I heard about it was basically go through all their products and give them a try and see what I thought of them, because they had quite a bit of hype to live up to. So to start off, this one's a pre-workout. I mean, it can be used as an intra-workout as well, but I use it as a pre-workout purely because it's got caffeine in it. So just to go through a few of the things on it, it's got a massive serving, 20 grams. It's quite a large scoop, and that's because there's so much in it. So you've got in carbohydrates total, you're sitting around 8. Obviously, there's no protein and anything like that being a pre-workout. You've got all your electrolytes like you normally do in any product that's got amino acids or any type of caffeine. They usually chuck in some electrolytes. And for pump, now I'm always skeptical with anything to do with arginine. It's never worked for me in the past, so I really didn't believe it was going to work. They've got a few forms of arginine in here, a few forms of creatine. They've got some waxy maize, taurine, and citrulline malate. So the first thing that I'd like to actually touch on in regards to the product itself, for what I got out of it, I got a massive pump. Like, I was really surprised at how the blood was delivered. It was just fast. I got really full. It wasn't one of these pre-workouts that you find it's starting to work towards the end, or it's maybe it works too fast and you're starting to drag your ass by the end of it. It was good from start to finish. The other thing I wanted to point out too is it's got your branch chains, and it's got some glutamine and things like that in it as well. So that makes it perfect for me to sip on during the training session as well. Now in this one of the things that kind of stresses me out a little bit is they don't tell you how much caffeine is in it, which makes it really difficult for me to gauge for a new product, what I'm going to have when I initially start using it. So I started with a scoop and a half, and that was based on the fact that on the back of the label, they basically tell you to have 1 to 2 scoops, or take 1 to 3 scoops of JetFuse, before training, during, first thing in the morning, and so on. So I assumed 1 to 3 scoops. It was safe to guess that there'd be about 100 milligrams or so per scoop of caffeine. So a scoop and a half was absolutely perfect for me. I didn't notice any crash off this product like I have in the past with other ones. And like I said, the most notable thing for me was definitely the pump. I was quite surprised as to how full I got, considering that it doesn't have any glycerol, or it doesn't have any agmatine sulfate in it, which are the main things that I find work quite well for the majority of people in terms of blood flow. Now for servings, normally, considering it's such a large serving, I would say that it's going to be very low, but it is a big container. So you've got 52 servings in this one container. That's quite good in terms of value. And flavouring, I've got the exotic fruit for this one. It's a very hard flavour to describe. It's not tropical, it's not strawberry, it's not fruit punch, it's like the three of them put together. But it's quite good. And finally, the last thing that I'd like to like to touch on is tyrosine. I'm a fan of it in any pre-workout, purely because I feel like I'd rather have tyrosine in my pre-workout than a boatload of caffeine. So I don't get that come down. I don't get that anxious feeling. I didn't get any anxious feeling off this. I still got relatively good tunnel vision. I was strong. So I really rate this one, guys. Make sure you check it out. And at the moment, I'm halfway through 2 other GAT supplements, so I'll chuck up a review on them. They're going to be JetMass, which is it's kind of another stack. They've got branched chain aminos, and it's like 7 or 8 different forms of creatine in there as well. So that's their creatine product, and it's got a bit more carbs, so it's great for intra-workout. The other one that I'm currently trialing at the moment is AdenoFlex 2, and that's one of their post-workout supplements. It's got a bit of agmatine sulfate in there as well, to help keep you full throughout the rest of the day after your training session. So I'll chuck up a different review on those ones, guys, another time. But for now, make sure you go and check this one out. JetFuse. It's a wicked pre-workout, guys. Thanks.